Now, when it comes to choosing a new set of irons, there are often quite a lot of boxes that need to be ticked, whether it's looks, feel, forgiveness, performance, all those sorts of things. And often irons will typically excel in some of those areas and maybe fall down in one or two. But I think I found an iron here that ticks an awful lot of boxes, pretty much all the boxes a golfer looks for when it comes to a new set of irons. It's a really exciting new iron for this year. So without further ado, let's find out exactly what it is and why I think it could well be the perfect iron. Okay, so I won't hold you in suspense any longer. The iron I think could be as close to perfect as you're likely to find this year is the Mizuno JPX 923 Forged. Now this is one of 5 models in the range. This is one of the later releases within it. And I think it combines a lot of attributes that golfers look for from a set of irons. Good looks, good feel, good forgiveness, and good distance as well. This 7 iron is lofted down at 30 degrees, so it's a bit stronger than a lot of irons that have a similar size to this, and it's going to give you really good feel as well. But I think the first box golfers are looking to tick off when it comes to choosing a new set of irons is how it looks, and I think this iron looks absolutely fantastic. Loads of shelf appeal, it's relatively subtle on the back, but there's a lot to like about how it looks in the bag, on the shelf, and also down at address, because the dimensions of this club are absolutely perfect for me. It's not too compact. There's a bit of thickness to that top line, but there's not much offset. That's something I look for from an iron. Don't want it to be too offset. There's a hint of it, but not too much at all. The finish is absolutely fantastic, really premium down behind the ball. It's compact, but it's not intimidating. There's enough size there to inspire some confidence at address. So I think it looks great. And the other thing I really like about it is the feel of this club off the face. I think this iron feels so nice. It's really soft, it's got a really nice short, dense sensation at impact. It feels like a blade, to be honest with you, but it has maybe a little bit more spring to it, so you're getting a bit more kind of energy off the face versus a muscle back, which can come off a little bit dead. You get a little bit more liveliness here off the face. So I think feel-wise, it definitely ticks the boxes for feel. And I tested this iron indoors on a GC Quad launch monitor with premium golf balls, looking at the performance in real great detail, because I was interested to see, were there any trade-offs in this, how this iron performed. And when I'm looking at performance, I'm really looking at consistency of ball speed and the consistency of the carry distances. And that's where this iron really stood out versus anything else I've tested this year. I hit 10 shots with this iron indoors, and the carry distances ranged from 167 yards to 169 yards, which is incredible, really. That you could have thrown a pretty small blanket over where these shots finished, and I was just blown away about how consistent it was. And that's going to give you really good repeatability out on the golf course. If you're looking to hit a very specific distance, this iron is going to deliver that, and even slightly off center as well. I felt like there was enough stability in the head to save a poor strike. It's not the most forgiving iron in the Mizuno range, but I think if you're a mid to low handicapper, there's enough help built in with this club to help you get away with making a poor swing. So yeah, I've been absolutely blown away by how well this iron performed. And even though it's quite a strong lofted, there's enough trajectory there to get the ball stopping on the green, and hopefully you can see that if I hit another shot for you. That kind of mid ball flight is going to give you a combination of distance and stopping power. Those windows are exactly where I want an iron to be flying through, and even though it's quite strong lofted, it doesn't actually go too far. The spin was relatively high with the Mizuno irons. We've seen that with other Mizuno irons down the past. They don't like to get the spin down to like 4,500 RPM. This was over 5,000 RPM. So that's going to give you a nice ball flight that kind of goes low, climbs a little bit, and stops quickly on the green. So for me, this Mizuno JPX 923 Forged iron, it ticks the boxes for looks, it definitely ticks the boxes for feel. It was plenty forgiving enough for myself, or maybe even a mid-handicap golfer, and it was consistent. Possibly the only box this iron doesn't quite tick is for value for money, because it does come in at a slightly premium price versus other irons within its category. £185 per club means it kind of equates to around about £1,300 for a 7-piece set. But based on everything I've talked about in this video, I think you kind of get what you pay for with this club, because really it doesn't have a weakness. It looks great, feels sensational, and gives you really good stopping power and consistent distances, and that's what I would be really looking for from an iron. I think the only thing that would stop me from putting it in the bag right now would be the fact it probably sends the ball a little bit too far, given those stronger lofts. But that's something you can maybe work on in a fitting, maybe combo it with some other models, or just work on that loft configuration so the gapping issues aren't too great. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video in terms of summarising what this JPX 923 Forged iron has to offer. For me personally, I think it's one of the leading contenders as the best golf irons in 2023. But that's all from me from the beautiful Black Bear Golf Club here in Florida. I'll see you next time.